Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Happy 4th of July. It's a beautiful day out. It's nice to have a beautiful day, get some riding in and everything else like that. So today I'm going to talk about a few things that I've added to my bike. Also, I'm going to see if I set up the X4 correctly this time, since I messed it up last time. So first thing I want to talk about is the saddlebags. I'll show you on the X4, or maybe I'll stop and show you on the Ace Pro 2. But I got the Viking bags. They're the quick detachable bags. They're 24 liter. I want to say they're Pantheon bags. They were pretty easy to install. It's just taking the two bolts off the rear fender on each side and mounting the bracket to the holes where the fender bolts were. And then you just latch the bags onto the brackets. It was real easy. It took literally 10 minutes, if that, to do. The second thing that I've done, as I've told you guys on previous videos, I couldn't stand the windshield from Quasi because of where it was hitting me on my neck area. Today, well, actually this past week, I got a fairing from AliExpress. It looks exactly like the factory 1100T fairing. Even the bracket is exactly like what the Honda 1100T bracket is. Now the quality, I can't tell you if it's similar or if it's a little bit cheaper, but it was worth a shot to try to get it, because it was only, with shipping, it was less than $300 for the fairing. Whereas if you bought the factory 1100T fittings and fairing and everything, it was going to be almost $1,000. So I'm saving basically $600 to $700 on the fairing. And like I said, it looks and seems to be exactly the same as the Honda. It was pretty easy to install. The headache for me was taking off the headlight cowl and other items to be able to install the new bracket and everything. I'm not sure how the audio quality is going to be today. I also got a new mic. The mic I had like a 9-foot, 10-foot cable, and having all that extra cable in my helmet was not feeling good on my head, nor I don't think it would be technically safe. So I got a shorter cable mic, and the setup was a little bit different than what I had. So I'm hoping it sounds okay. Going back to the fairing, the windshield, as you can see, is very tiny, and when I'm riding, believe it or not, it does block quite a bit of wind. However, it's putting the wind basically right at the camera level on my helmet, and when it's windy and I'm doing higher speeds, is making my head bounce around a little bit more. So I did buy a T-Rex windshield. It's 11-inch tall windshield, so it should put it about right here. I'm hoping that will eliminate any of the wind on my helmet, and it'll be a perfect setup. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not supposed to get that until next week, so we'll when I get it, I'll install it and see how it is. I do have a question for you all. The fairing, there was an option of getting like a carbon fiber finish, a matte black, polished black. I ended up going with the matte black to kind of go with the fender. My question to you, since the tank is orange, do you think I should get paint to paint the fairing orange to kind of be like the way the headlight cowl was? Or do you think I should keep it as a matte black to match pretty much the fenders? I'm kind of torn because I like the matte black. I think it looks sharp. It definitely, I'm not sure with how big the fairing is compared to the cowl. If I paint it orange, if it'd be too much orange. So my poll to you guys is, should I say matte black, or should I get touch-up paint and paint it with flare orange to match the tank? Or if you have any other idea, like maybe doing an orange racing stripe or something like that, please put a comment down below. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Oh, I did get the bike service. As you can see, right now I'm at 636 miles. I got it serviced, got the oil changed, the DCT filter changed, made sure that the chain's lubed, and made sure everything is working properly. It took about an hour and a half at the dealership for them to do, so it wasn't too bad waiting for it. It did cost me, with labor and everything, it was just over $200 to get it serviced. I know a lot of people are like, you could do it on your own, and it'd be a lot cheaper. Obviously it'd be cheaper if you do it on your own because you don't have the labor. But I figured that I would actually have the service department at the dealership take care of it, because they know what they're doing. I'm still a novice, or not novice, a beginner, sorry, with motorcycle stuff. So I figured to get the service done, make sure it's done properly, I would have them take care of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over here shortly and kind of walk around the bike so you can see the fairing and the saddlebags, so you can get first on hand what it looks like, and get the point of view, my point of view of what it looks like. But I've ridden the bike a little bit since I put this stuff on to and from work. I'm actually enjoying having this stuff on. One thing I do like about it is making the bike my own. I posted on Facebook a couple of the pictures of the bike. And people are like, well, why didn't you get a 1100T? Well, I'll tell you right now, the main reason why I didn't get it was the tank in the orange. I really love that orange, and I figured it would be a lot better to get the SE because I wanted the mirrors and everything else as well. So that's why I ended up going with the SE, not the T. And I figured I'd make the motorcycle my own. One thing I got to get used to is actually lift my leg up higher to get over the saddlebags. But there it is. There's the saddlebags. It's a leather finish on it. It's real nice. There's a latch that I can open up. There's the bracket here. Like I said, it's just these two bolts. And that's all you had to do on each side. That's it. I have it locked right now to the bracket, so right now I can't take it off. And here is the fairing. Like I said, it looks exactly like the 1100T fairing, but at a third of the cost. But here is like I said, this is a matte black. You see the windshield's real short. The new one, we'll put it up probably about right here. So, but I'm definitely liking how the bike is becoming mine, and I'm setting it up the way I want it. But yeah, I figured I'd stop and do a walk around on the bike so you can see. As you can see right here, I marked up the bag a little bit because my foot keeps hitting it. But yeah, I mean, that's the bike on its own. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to put right here. If I want to get a rack or a seat or what I want to do. Unfortunately, these bags are too small to be able to fit my backpack in. So I thought about getting a rack with a case to put on top of it. That might be big enough to fit my backpack. I'm not sure yet. But all in all, that's the bike. I'm very happy with the way it's looking, and definitely like how it's riding, that's for sure. All right, let's get back on the road. I'm actually surprised. It's 4th of July and not many people are actually at the parks or anything. I figured all the parks would be packed, especially how nice it is out here today. One thing I was hoping next week, one of the guys I follow on YouTube, Jermiah from A Ride of a Lifetime, he's doing a meetup, and I was hoping that I would be able to get up to go to it, but unfortunately I have plans, so I won't be able to go up. Plus, it's almost a 9-hour ride up to where he's at. He's up in the West Virginia, basically West Virginia and Ohio border, and coming from down here in North Carolina. It'd be quite of a haul. So Jermiah, if you're watching this, sorry I was not able to make it. But everybody, if you haven't done so, go check out his channel. Like I said, it's a ride of a lifetime. He's a great guy. I've been doing some thinking about doing all these videos. One thing I'm gonna need to do when I start making my rides longer is make sure I have extra batteries. Right now I have one battery for each of my cameras, so once the batteries are dead I can't record anymore. So that definitely will stink if I run out of battery while I'm recording. So I'm gonna have to look at getting more batteries and mobile charger type of thing. Bunch of guys riding. Like I said, it's a beautiful day out. Now I don't know if it's this fairing or whatnot, but I don't notice a lot of wind hitting me today. I don't know if it's not as windy as normal or if the fairing's doing a lot better job than I thought it would. But so far, all the riding I've done with the fairing, I'm glad I went this route. I love the way it looks, and I love that it's blocking quite a bit of the wind. I just hope that the new windshield, when it comes, will block out a lot more wind. But as I'm riding, I have it set at cruise at doing about 41 miles an hour, and when he's sitting straight up, the wind hits right about where my hand is right now. So like I said, right about where the camera, my chin area is. Now I don't know why, but there is some turbulent wind down here. I don't know if it's coming around or if it's coming through this vent hole and causing a turbulent, but it's not pushing me or anything like that. It's actually not distracting it at all, and it's actually keeping me cooler than if I would not have it at wind there. I actually have some air movement and stuff, so I'm up at the 47, 50 miles an hour, and like I said, right about here is where I start feeling the wind. So bright yellow side-by-side over there. One thing I love about where I live, got all this country stuff where you got a lot of farms and got a lot of different scenery to look at. The town I live in is pretty small. I mean, it's one of those towns where if you blink, you're already through it type of thing. Like I said, tiny town. I mean, this is my downtown right here, as you can see. It's very tiny. A lot of mom and pop type of shops, which is nice. One thing I had to get used to moving down here. Right through town here, speed limit is 20 miles an hour. Everywhere I used to live, when you're riding through town, it's only, or it's 25, 20. So it was weird having to go to down to 20 miles an hour. It's definitely nice that I have a convertible, like the car in front of me here. Got the top down. One thing I love about having a motorcycle, get to enjoy the weather. Reading 94. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'd say it's probably about 90, 91, 92 degrees out. I've noticed this reads a little bit higher than what it actually is. I don't know if it's residual heat from the engine. There's a reason why it reads a little bit higher, or but like I said, I'm hoping that I have the X4 set up properly, that I can use two different sets of angles, my point of view angle and then the X4 angle. What happened last time was when one night we were supposed to be able to see the northern lights, but down here it was only being able to be seen by camera. I set up my X4 on a time lapse to record the sky to see if I could get the northern lights in it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, because as soon as maybe about 20 minutes after I set up the camera, the sky got real cloudy, so I wasn't able to get really any kind of shots or anything. But I forgot that I changed the setting to the time lapse. So when I went to record my last ride, it had my ride on time lapse. It was like a 35-minute ride, and the whole recording was 35 seconds. Yeah, I messed that one up majorly. But this time I made sure that I changed it to be a normal video. So I'm hoping that it works this time. I think I'm up to like 46 subscribers, and that is wonderful. I appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing. Please keep subscribing if you haven't done so I can get more people. And like I said in my all my other videos, if there's something that you'd like to see me hit on, please let me know. Also, if you have any suggestions on anything, leave a comment. I need to know how I'm doing, because I want to put out the best content that I can, and without you guys giving me any kind of feedback, I'm not sure where I stand on my videos. So please, even if I'm doing something you guys don't like a lot of times I do the little talks and then the montage afterwards. If you guys don't like the riding montages, please let me know. Or if you don't want to hear me talk, please let me know. I'm not going to get offended. I can't learn if I don't know. So I mean, I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing stuff with my own money to show you guys some options that I've chose that might give you some ideas for your bike. I mean, some of these options that I've done to the bike, I've gotten the ideas from other people that I watch, like Burch from Life of Burch, or QuasiMotard, or from Gus from on the Rebel 11. I watch their videos. A lot of these guys do modifications to their bikes, and I see what they do, and it's like, ooh, that's a good idea, or yeah, that's not for me. It looks good, but it's not for me, or something like that. I have not seen anybody get this kind of a fairing or talk about AliExpress at all. So I figure, hey, why not? Let me try it out. And give you guys my honest opinion on it. For the price, I'm very, very pleased with it. The plastic is on the thicker side. It's not bouncing around. It's not folding or anything like that. So I figure there's a bunch of stuff that I've done to my bike that I haven't seen anybody else do. Not saying nobody else has not done it or has done it. I just haven't come across any kind of videos or anything about it. So I figure I'll get my content out there and tell you what I think of these modifications. Not everything that I've done, I paid out of my own pocket. Nobody's sent me anything to try out. Nobody has sponsored my channel or anything like that. I'm too small of a channel right now to, I think, really to be picked to be sponsored or anything like that. The only thing I have gotten recently, Viking Bags just reached out. They wanted me to do a review video on the bags, so I'll probably be doing that here in the next day or so to tell people what I think about the bags. I mean, on here, just talking on here, the bags have come in handy already. I've stopped at the gas station, grabbed a couple things, and I was able to put it in there. So, I mean, they're small, which most saddlebags are on the smaller side. So, I mean, it's not like a trunk in a car or anything like that. Or it's not like a big saddlebags on big Harley baggers or anything like that. But still, I mean, it gives me some storage. It'll be helpful when I'm out riding around and recording and I want to stop. I could put my cameras in there and lock it up, and people won't know that that stuff's in there and we don't have access to it. So that's the reason why I got it. Plus, like I said, they're the detachable ones, so I can take it off, the bags off if I don't want to have bags on when I'm riding around one day or whatnot. So I would like to thank everybody for joining me on this vlog. I hope I gave you guys some information that's useful. If you have any questions, please put a comment and feel free to ask. Of course, my garage door doesn't want to open. I have to make a lap around now. Oh well. But yeah, if there's any questions you have about the modification I've done, or how I came across, well, I came across the Ally by just doing a search for fairings on the for the Rebel 1100, and this was one that the AliExpress popped up, so I checked it out, and it kind of reminds me of like a Temu, or if you remember that Wish app where you could buy things on the cheaper side. But honestly, I mean, the fairing is the first thing I bought from it, and it's cheap in cost, but the make of it doesn't seem like it's cheap. So and with that, I'm gonna close out of here. I appreciate everybody. Please make sure if you haven't done so, subscribe. You all have a wonderful day. Enjoy the 4th of July. Have a great day. Bye.